Hey, this might be out of the blue, but I can't do this anymore. I'm just too tired. We should break up.
What?
My name is James. Right now, I'm in the midst of a breakup talk. Actually, I was planning to propose today. Just a while ago, we were on a fun date, but now, my girlfriend Kelly telling me it's over. I've thought about it, and I really think it's best if we break up. You're a nice guy, but not right for me. I'm just bored.
What? Why?
Because our recent dates have all been close by and cheap. Did you really think I was enjoying myself?
That's because I was trying to not spend too much money.
That's what I hate. You always seem so poor.
It's not like that. I was thinking about our future, trying to save money now so we could have a better life later.
Man, what future are you talking about? Don't put the blame on me. And while I'm at it, James, your clothes are so dull. Try to care a little about your appearance for me.
I'm not really into flashy clothes, they're expensive too.
I wish you would dress up more. It's pointless if I get all dressed up and you're just plain. I don't think we share the same values, do you? I knew she had always admired the celebrity lifestyle. When we first started dating, she was overjoyed when I bought her a designer bag. But after my parents made it big as corporate executives last year, she started acquiring brand names I didn't even recognize. Lately, her favorite outfits are these flashy, high-end designer clothes. She's matched them with equally stylish accessories, all brand names. I have to admit, compared to her, I'm quite plain.
I always thought about making you happy. This is just mean.
I've made up my mind. We're breaking up today. Actually, someone else has asked me out. I won't settle for anyone who's not rich if I'm getting married. He is wealthy, has great taste, and we share the same values. Sorry, but I decided to move on. You care that much about being with someone rich? Well, that's about it. I've just chosen someone more suitable for me. I see. Okay. But we were together for 2 years, so I guess I should say thank you. And now, goodbye. Don't ever show up in front of me again. Bye. She said that and stood up. The sound of her heels faded into the distance. The Moscow Mule on the table was half drunk, the lipstick mark on the straw glaring at me. I just stared out the window at the lights of the Freedom Tower. All that was left was the reality that she had dumped me. We met at the same company and she was 2 years my junior. We got close when I was assigned as her on-the-job trainer as a newbie. I fell for her and we started dating after I confessed. 2 years into the relationship, I started saving for our future, living frugally. I could bear the plain life, thinking of her, just when I was about to reach my savings goal and ready to propose. I had reserved this cafe bar with a view of the Freedom Tower, thinking today would be the best day. Instead, it turned out to be the worst. The next day was Sunday, but a day off wasn't enough to recover. I somehow made it to work, but I was a mess, making mistakes. My boss, concerned, gave me the afternoon off. I feel so pathetic. I was down for days. Then one day, I received a notice for my middle school class reunion. Thinking it might be a good change of pace, I decided to go. I hadn't been home in a while. A 3-hour flight from here. It's a typical farm. My older brother and his wife run it now. I sometimes help with the farm work. Being back home was quite healing. My mother's simple country cooking tasted incredibly good. After resting from lunch, my father called me over. Usually quiet, I wondered what he wanted as I sat with him on the deck chairs. He just smoked his cigarette, saying nothing. My mother brought some coffee. After finishing his 3rd cigarette, he finally spoke. Middle school class reunion, huh? How long has it been? Since we last got together after my 18th birthday party? I see. He lit his 4th cigarette. You seem down. Isn't it supposed to be fun? I guess. I was looking forward to it. But you're not smiling at all. You always wear your heart on your sleeve. I can tell even if you don't say anything. Caught me. Is it really nothing? Something you can't talk about? Well, it's a pathetic story, but my girlfriend dumped me. I was planning to propose. I've been pretty down. Can't sleep, no appetite. I see. Really pathetic. So, you think you'll get over it? I got dumped the day I was going to propose. It's the worst. I feel like I've fallen into an abyss. Haha, that's some bad luck. But hey, cheer up. Hey, it's not funny. I'm seriously down here. That's not comforting at all. Life is long and full of ups and downs. This is life, bad things happen, but good things happen too. I wonder if there's anything good ahead for me? First, you need to make a move. If you're at rock bottom now, you can't go any lower. All you can do is climb up and start walking again. Well, I do feel like I'm at my lowest. Anyway, I'm thinking of quitting my current job and looking for something new. Is that so? Do as you please. Hey, if you try and it doesn't work out, you can always come back home. That's what hometowns are for. Saying so, he stood up and left for taking a shower. It seemed like his way of cheering me up. I thought about quitting my job in New York and starting something new when I returned. The next day was the middle school class reunion. It was a lively gathering of familiar faces at a large pub in the countryside. Everyone talked to me without hesitation, even though I was still feeling down from the breakup.
What's with the long face, James? It's great to see you after so long, and you look like this?
Sorry. Had a lot going on in New York.
Let me guess, dumped by a girl?
You got me, spot on.
Well, you can't stay lost in thought forever. Time doesn't stop. Even if you just go with the flow, move forward. Look at me. I moved forward so fast, my hair couldn't keep up.
That's just balding, man. Everyone burst into laughter. For the first time in a while, I laughed heartily too.
Anyway, I know it's frustrating and sad, but life goes on. If you're upset, become a man who can laugh it off and show her up.
Yeah, maybe I should become a guy who can have a harem.
That's the spirit. Hey, if you do make a harem, spare one for me.
You, the back. As I pointed, my friend turned around.
Huh? The back? Yikes!
Okay, so that's what you're thinking. Saying that in front of your cute wife.
Damn, forgot my wife was here today.
His wife was a former classmate. They had a big romance and got married, silly guy. The class reunion turned into a cheering up session for me. Everyone patted me on the back and encouraged me. They were all such great people. I found myself laughing and tearing up a bit. Right, I should forget about it. With my father's awkward encouragement and my friend's support, I decided to move forward. Feeling refreshed, I returned to New York. Years passed. After breaking up with Kelly, I changed jobs and started working in a different field. Through work, I got to know this steak place near Brooklyn Bridge. It's an old steakhouse, but I like the chef's rugged face. His meticulous work contrary to his looks. Craving a good steak after a while, I visited the place. As I opened the door, the chef greeted me with a lively "Welcome." Our eyes met, and he gave a small smile with his mouth. The best greeting for this usually unsociable chef. I found a seat and sat down.
James, long time no see.
Been busy, sorry.
Being busy is good. So, what'll it be today?
The usual, and some wine.
Sure, you got it. Wine it is.
As the chef started cooking the steak with practiced ease, I heard the door open, signaling another customer's arrival. The place was still popular. When I was about to ask the chef, "So, how's business?"
Excuse me.
A woman's voice came from right behind me. I reflexively turned around, and there she was. It was Kelly, my ex-girlfriend.
It is you! James, what are you doing here?
An unexpected reunion. We stared at each other in surprise. While I was startled by the reunion, I was even more surprised by her transformation. She looked more glamorous than before. Almost vulgar. Besides, the perfume was strong. Startled, I took a sip of my wine, looked away, and responded, "What else?" "Here for a steak." Without waiting for my response, she burst into laughter, speaking in a condescending tone about things I neither asked nor wanted to hear.
"You seem to have improved your style a bit since then." "Not that I care."
I ignored her.
"My current boyfriend is a CEO. This place is for wealthy people like him and me. It feels weird having someone poor like you here. This place is expensive, you know? Can you afford it?"
The chef looked grumpy as he cooked the steak. She wasn't exactly a welcomed guest. I can't believe I was about to propose to such a woman. A bit of self-mockery crossed my mind. Oh, is that so? But I earn enough to afford a steak here. It's none of your business. Responding felt like a hassle. The wine tasted bitter. I had a lot I wanted to say back, but I didn't want to cause trouble for the chef or the restaurant, so I just quietly drank my wine and watched the chef's hands, letting her words slide off me. Didn't want to let her ruin a good steak. Then I heard the door open, and a slim man with gold-rimmed glasses walked in. He was wearing an obviously expensive suit.
"Hey! You're so late."
Kelly turned towards the entrance, speaking in a cloying voice. "Is this her boyfriend?" "Can't help it, I was on an important business call." "Did you order already?" He pushed up his glasses and responded.
"Not yet. Chef. 2 servings of potatoes, please. And 2 wines."
"Got it. Potatoes and 2 wines." He must be Kelly's wealthy CEO boyfriend. The same one she bragged about just now. She turned to me, a triumphant look on her face.
"Oh, this is my boyfriend Harrison, the CEO of Acme Corporation. He was even featured in an economic magazine recently."
Matching her introduction, the man pushed up his glasses again and snorted, saying, "Hello. What an unpleasant guy." I was irritated but decided to greet him anyway. Turning to her boyfriend, I said, "Hi, I'm James." Looking closely at him, he seemed somewhat familiar. Kelly introduced me with a mean smile.
"This is James, my ex-boyfriend. He used to be my coworker at work, and we dated after he confessed. But I broke up with him. He's just too poor and plain for me." "Really? You were her previous boyfriend? Too bad you weren't good enough for her. What a pity,"
he said, laughing as they headed to a table in the back. I feel sick. What a terrible guy. I downed my wine, trying to erase their words. A few minutes later, the chef brought over a hamburger. "Here you go. A hamburger for you." "Chef, I didn't order it. It's from that customer over there." A gesture of friendliness, he said. "Should I take it back?" "No, I'll take it." Might as well enjoy their attempt at annoyance. I ate the burger in one go, annoyed. To thank them, I went to their table and said, "Thanks for the burger. Much appreciated." "Don't mention it. She used to owe you one, so it's just a thank you. It was good, right? Besides, you probably don't get to come to places like this often, so enjoy it." What a condescending jerk. I was about to leave when he stared intently at my face. What a creep. Then, he murmured, "James." His face went pale, and he seemed extremely shaken. "That's right, Acme Corporation. They're one of our subcontractors. After Kelly dumped me, I used my marriage savings to start a new business. I worked myself to death, and it paid off. My company's annual revenue is now several tens of millions of dollars, with over 200 employees. So, he's the CEO of Acme Corporation. I remember. Acme Corporation's founder retired recently, and this fool became the new CEO. I read about it in an economic magazine. It was a small article. To us, they're just one of many contractors, but for them, we're a major client, making up over half of their sales. They're not essential, and there are plenty of other companies we could work with." Since he became CEO, Their reputation hasn't been great. Maybe I should consider ending our contract. I really don't like this guy.
Excuse me, are you James, the CEO of Global Solutions Group?
He asked cautiously. Yes, that's my company. So you're the CEO of Acme Corporation. I'm sorry, I didn't remember you, although we've met a few times as business partners.
Yes. We're always grateful for your business. I'm Harrison from Acme Corporation. I didn't know you, President James, frequent this place. I apologize for my earlier rudeness.
No, the hamburger was delicious. Thanks for that. And it's all private now. You seem to be on a date yourself, don't worry about it. His attitude changed completely as soon as he realized who I was. Just like the rumors said, a foolish CEO. And I'm sorry to bring this up here, but my secretary will contact you soon to discuss work. I've been thinking about revising our contract.
Yes, I'll be waiting for your call. I just remembered I have something to attend to, so please excuse me.
All right. You must be busy at this hour. I look forward to working with you. He hurriedly began to leave. His glasses nearly slipped off his nose. Then Kelly butted in.
Wait, James, are you a CEO now?
No way. That's impossible. Unfortunately for you, it's true. Just as I was telling him.
But his company being your subcontractor.
How much do you make now? She's still on about money. I decided to indulge her curiosity. I'll leave it to your imagination, but I now live in a high-rise condo, own a Mercedes and a Ferrari. This suit is top-quality custom-made. I've also been investing in stocks, and that's been profitable lately. I guess I'm doing better than before.
No way! I had no idea. If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have broken up with you.
What a thing to say now. She only sees people for their money. The worst. After we broke up, I left the company and started a business with the money I saved for our future.
I can't believe it. You were so plain and poor.
Indeed. Not marrying you was the best decision. Thanks for breaking up with me. It helped me change and become who I am today. You've got a rich boyfriend now, good for you. Take care.
Damn it.
Her face turned bright red, and she started to tremble. She looked like she was about to cry. Silently, I stood up and left without waiting for Harrison. He hastily followed her, muttering apologies. He was looking pale. I doubt that company will last long. Finally, the restaurant became quiet. Sorry for causing a scene, chef.
So that was your ex-girlfriend, huh? She comes here often, but to be honest, her perfume is always too strong. I wished she would stop coming.
She was a colleague at my previous company, a thing of the past. I feel like punching my old self.
I see. You've been through a lot.
Well, thanks to that, I can afford to come here now, so it's all good. He smiled unusually. I smiled back, and told him I would come again before leaving the restaurant. Yes, today's steak